Okay, and then next is the rely on and Gyatso path, ability and do not end the journeying, does end the journeyings. So, Duji Saji Chu Kongla Temba Tanjin, Tat Manji College Song Tana, Tela Temper Meba Yende, Ronya Toba Batela, Dunji Madonna, Yon Toji Muni Temper Meba Om Zonda Maromba Yenlas. So, what they're saying here is this: generally, even we obtained like these great kings of the universe, and those are not really reliable. That's not reliable because even you don't want to, unreliable, but the object itself is also unreliable. So, object will also abandon us. But Dharma, such that if we don't abandon Dharma, Dharma will never abandon. So therefore, it's reliable, reliable. Temba borong chu madonna, chula temba teson chamani baki. Mavarumbaji says that if someone rely on the Dharma, and okay, that is I cannot say in English, but I think you can read this. It's quite clear and easy to understand. Anyway, this Dharma is very reliable. If the practitioners will not abandon, Dhamma never abandoned practitioner to us, okay? So that's why here is temporary obas. And then next is this cut things, what's called, dust and the journey, toward Gyatso path. So because Dharma is reliable, Dharma is something that really the antidote of the samsara. So therefore, whoever rely on the Dharma, then one day will be free from samsara. So today we are moving one to another. We are moving from lower to high, high to lower, like in the walk around in the sixth realm. But one day that will be moved, cut. And if someone really rely on the Dhamma perfectly, correctly, continuously, and so on and so forth, so when we are normal and levels are reached, then the end of the journey. That is the Gyatso path. That is like Kona Mebanya, Gyatso path. Then they hear the one quote. This is I think Loman Indians teaching. Or what is called this? Is nothing higher itself means that journey is ends. So once we reach to the normal and levels, and that way end of the journey. And that is more like also end of journey of the enlightenment path. However, this end of journey of the samsara too. Today we are journeying into samsara. And that will be also end once you are normal end. So that's why highest journey was something, okay? The travel towards that utterly supreme greatness of journeyings. So the same thing with Gyatso, Koben Gyatso, Nazo, you never saw the Hejon. Show Reva, the Sir Okay, that if what you're saying here is also in the root text, in this cutting of the journey is also cutting of the mind, negative emotions, samsara, etc. They explained. But Maharaj himself, mainly he focused on the your if you rely on the Dharma, once you are reached to the level of the normal land, and that is then you never more journeying is end. So he perform that way. That way then just cut off the samsara, okay? Okay, I think maybe today with root text is finished, so commentary is also, I want to tell little tomorrow more, but we can stop here. Yes.
One question of translation.
Mm.
In the extensive explanation, second heading, shown from the perspective of having good qualities, this verse, Nyabhatapa, that is translated here, it brings one in and it's explained well. But in our root text, it's translated as it is never untimely. I don't. Is there a bad translation in root text?
Yeah, I think this commentary is very well, right? They're very well commentary. So then I think this I cannot talk about too much this translation because so then what could we say now? Yeah, I think there was few. We saw few things. Really, there was few mistakes. I think we clearly see, and yeah, I think it's really when these translations are doing translation, it's already very good. But still, maybe in future, but now people don't have time. Otherwise, it's really nice to kind of gather it and look, talk. But normally, I heard the translations, they have translators, they have their own kind of ideas, and they don't want to let go of their ideas. So it's a little difficult. But luckily, we have commentary. So they was quite okay, I think. Topa is more bring or something. Yes.
I was a little translation thing here. I thought it was very funny. Here on the book page 231, second line, it says that Buddha, meaning holder of a fish, has the 10 usages of knowable and the rest. So where does it come from, this fish?
Sorry, page what?
231.
231. I think there was fish things. We have talked something fish yesterday. When was it? 231. 231. So 231. 231. And page number 231, and then?
Yes, the second line. So first line starts generally the term Dharma, which is produced from the root Buddha, meaning holder of a fish.
Yes, it's order of the fish.
Is it
Was 10 say 10. Okay.
is it because it's very slippery? It's difficult to know.
But I will check with Tibetan. Then I don't know. Recollection of the Dharma. Right? Recollection of the Dharma. Yeah, we have to talk about fish things, but not this one, And this, my poems, Malcolm translated, and there was also one fish, so. So that I just. Recollection of the Dharma. Recollection of the Dharma. Recollection of the Dharma. Okay. Ale, yes. I think they'll hear the Nyanzan Bikini. This really I don't know. Because there is some kind of this, Dharma when they a little bit make this Sanskrit Dharma. Sanskrit Dharma, when this is like a little bit sound, like when the Dharma is like really full kind of word, and then they split this dar, when they split and do da, and then that is like this sounds like more word, and they says this also fish word. So it's like this is like a little bit Sanskrit things. Root do da, this do da, it's like root of the Dharma. Dharma they make more kind of longer and ruddha, and that meaning is more like Dharma is more like hoard. The really Dharma is more meaning is hoard. So hoard is like more they talk about fish hoard.